Hey y'all, so I decided to get on here and do a video of some repurchases that I recently made. Now, I don't have a lot, but I do want to go through some of the things that I consistently repurchase. And I have just very few new things too that I wanted to show you guys. But I'm going to turn this around and we'll get into the video. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to say right off the bat, don't mind my nails. It is time for them to come off. So don't pay attention to those. So we're going to start off by talking about files. I get a lot of questions about what files I use, and it's really not important on what type of brand it is, but what is more important is the course. Now, I like to use 80/80. If you're a beginner, you can start out using 180. The higher the number, the softer the grit is going to be. Now, since this is 80/80, these are what you would consider very sharp. So I get this pack from Amazon. I believe it comes with 50, but I'll have to double check, and I'll also insert the picture of these in this video. Now, one thing about these, since they are so sharp, I never skip the step of filing these down right here. So it's called seasoning your files. So all you're doing is taking off this sharp edge, because that's what comes in contact sometimes with your client, and that's what ends up cutting them. So you always want to make sure that you're being safe when it comes to your files. Now, recently I did another purchase, and I'm gonna put those in the video because these are some new files. Well, know what? I have some. So like I said, I always tend to use these, but here lately, y'all, I have been wanting something that's a little bit thicker. This inside portion here is what you want to pay attention to. You want to look at the thickness of it. And this one is really thin. When it comes down to it, it can bend easy. And when you're filing, you want to be able to keep that file straight. And if it bends on you because it's so thin, I mean, that's where you're going to come into problems. These ones don't bend too bad, but as you use them and as they wear down, then that's when you'll start noticing the bend. So I went on Amazon and I searched for files, and I came up with these. These are from Pana, I believe, and just the thickness of it is what got me. Now look at the comparison to this one that I normally use. Big difference. I tend to always use the zebra. I find that I just like that one better, but if I could have more control, then I'm okay using this one. And this one is also 80/80. So with files, I go through them like nobody's business. I never reuse the same file on another person. So if you come in and you're a new client, I will assign you a file. I put it in an envelope with your name on it, and that file is yours until you come back the next time, and so on, so on. If I have a new client they don't return, I toss it and throw it away. So files you always have to have. Now with that, of course, you always have to have buffers. Now I buff my nails after every set. I used to not do this, and I don't know why, but that's a no-go. You need to be buffing your nails. Buffing it is going to make sure that it's all smooth. And then also I come in with a white block after I use this one, and this one removes the scratches that this one could have made. So buffers you need a lot of. And I noticed too that these wear down pretty fast. I maybe get a couple of days out of them, and that's it. So I buy these a lot. So also staying kind of in the file range, let's talk about sanding bands. Now, these sanding bands I got from just my local nail supply store, and they're pretty much the fine sanding bands. So I guess they're about 180. Now, these ones, I don't know why, but I have noticed that even when I file the top edge and season this, it still cuts. So I do not like these, and I think this is my second time using these. And at first I thought, well, maybe I just didn't sand it right. And then I repurchased these again, and it happened again, and I was like, okay, these are the files. So I went on Amazon, a little Amazon package. So I went on Amazon and I wanted to try just a different brand to see if it's still going to happen. Now, these are the only ones that I noticed it happen, and these are the ones that I get from my store. I've repurchased some off of Amazon before that looked just like this, and they didn't do it. So I got these ones, and I'm hoping they'll work because I love how they're pink. And I remember using some colored ones a long time ago, and I loved them. And I just never thought to buy some more, but I got these, and we will see how these work. So let me grab into my Amazon bag here. Another thing that I constantly go through is brushes. Now, I have heard of nail techs who have their brushes for years and blah, blah, blah. Honey child, I am not one of them, okay? I wear my little brushes down. I don't know what it is. I do clean them after every use. I do not use acetone because I feel like that really eats up your brush. I don't even use brush cleaner. I just clean it with the monomer afterwards, and it's never gunked up because, you know, I don't do a terrible application, but for some reason they just wear down really fast and basically lose their bristles. So I got this one, Panna, off of Amazon, of course, size 12. I like the bigger size. I can't do nothing with an 8, honey. So 12 is small for me. I used to use like 14, and that one I was pretty comfortable with, but I started to try to use a smaller size because I felt like I was picking up too much. So I said, well, if I get a smaller brush, maybe that'll help. So the one that I just recently, I have been using is another number 12. And do you see how it just has wore down? The bristles are missing right here. And once that happens, it's just no use to me. I notice the difference in my application with a newer brush than with, you know, using this old one. And I tried pretty much them all. I had the Cure Sky one. That one has died. I need to throw these away. But I keep them like for when I'm doing swatches, but I need to throw it away. I'm hoarding over here. And then this one I had, and you can tell I guess I'm pretty messy with it because this always goes to hell. But I'm gonna try to do better, but probably not. And yeah, so brushes, I've just realized that I'm going to have to keep repurchasing these forever, basically. So I can't wait to see how this one works. Okay. Another thing that I constantly get is my top coat. Now, there's so many different top coats that you can use. They're all pretty much shiny, but this one, I just love it so much because it's stain resistant. And I have a lot of beauticians, brow girls, all that. So staining is a big time factor when it comes to your top coat. I want to try a rubber base because those ones too, I believe, are super, super shiny. So I might get another one, a rubber base one. I'm looking at that A Galore one and see how that works. And I might just use it on, you know, my non-beautician and beauty girls and see how that works. But love this. So another thing that I recently got is my crystal gel. Now, y'all know I stand by this Ugly Duckling Stick It is what it's called. And I use this to put down my crystals, and I really never have crystals fall off. So this one, I just keep getting it because I know it works. Now, when I was running out, I didn't realize how low I was, and I had to run to my local nail supply store and just pick some up because I had a client coming in and I knew she was gonna want crystals. So I went and got this Creation one. And this is actually the one I'm using on my set. And this set I have had for maybe three going on 4 weeks, and I have not lost one crystal, so that's pretty good. I felt like I used it in the Gap like a long time ago and it didn't work so well, but it could have been just how I applied it. I don't know, but it's working good now, so I might keep that around for like myself, but for clients I'm using this. I ain't doing no playing, okay? No games, honey. So got to have that. And also I want to share with you guys the towelettes that I use for when I'm wiping my acrylic. These I get from a beauty supply store here. And the reason why I get them from them is because they deliver, honey. So anytime they come, I tell them, give me those little plastic back towels. And they have to be the plastic backed. Like just the regular ones and napkins, y'all. Paper towels, I cannot use those because I feel like that's when my brush starts clogging up. And so when I use these, for some reason, that plastic back just helps keep my brush really clean. So I always get these. I buy them like 2 or 3 at a time, honey, because I use them for every single client. And now another repurchase are nudes. I can't tell y'all how much nudes I go through. It is just freaking ridiculous. And like I said, you have to have a different range of nudes. You can't just have one and think you can use that for everybody. It has to be different ones so you can accommodate different skin tones. And then also too, you know, sometimes you just want a certain color for a certain design. So I go through them. So I got Classic Nude, and these are all from Valentino. Perfect Nude. I've probably bought this one like so many times. I buy it in this size. I buy it in the huge size. This one I will always try to have on deck. This one you can pretty much use with everybody. It's one of those universal colors. The Classic Nude is more of a sheer cool tone, so I like to use that on really fair skinned girls. And then these ones, I believe, are some that I'm going to try for the first time. I always try to do that too, try ones that I haven't had before. So this one is Peaches and Cream. So this one is going to be a darker one. I always struggle with finding that right dark nude for darker skin tones. And like I said, it's a struggle. So I'm going to try this and see how this works. Raspberry Cream Cheese. Now this is a pink nude. And then Cream. Is that Cream? Yep, Cream. And I can't remember what this one is, but I will include some swatches of these. All right, and something new that I have just recently got are crystals. Now, I know some of y'all may know Swarovski has stopped selling their crystals, and I buy my crystals on what is it called? Sky Beads? I believe it's Sky Beads. And they no longer have Swarovski, but they have another brand that looks just as good. You know what I'm saying? So I've noticed that more and more nail techs are using more of crystals than going for the expensive Swarovskis. And they're starting to look just as good as those Swarovski ones. Now, the only time I really like to use something like this is for the big crystals. So, let's see. This one came with a little wax pen, I guess. But I got this one. Let's see if I can get it open. So I got this one, and this is pretty much just in pink. And it's just these big crystals that I'm looking for. See, look at that. That's a good little reflection there. You can see the different colors pop in the crystal, and that's what you want. You don't want nothing that's too dull, but you want something that's going to pop. And I'll like mix this up. Like if I use this, I'm gonna still use my Swarovskis in with it. So they end up looking really well. This one, let's see. This one has that pink and purple fuchsia thing going on, and that's real pretty. And it's just different shapes, teardrops, some diamonds, hearts, rectangles. Look at this one. This is different heart. Let's see if I can get it out. With a little pinched end right there. I like that one, hunty. Like that. And I also have these same crystals in blue, green, and red. And then I just ordered gold. So that one would be coming soon. So I've been stepping up my little crystal game. And then I also got some pearls. If y'all have noticed on, well, everywhere, they've been doing like French and then just accent it with a whole bunch of pearls. Super cute. So I got my pearl game up. And then I got these. I've been seeing a lot of people using these. And I also got the snakes. Now, in my opinion, y'all, these are just too darn big. I guess it depends on the size of the nail. I mean, if you have super long nails, then yeah. But just like, see, on this, this length, I don't even know how you would wear that, but I don't know. Some people can rock it and it looks good, but I don't know. That's super big. So we'll see if anyone uses that. And then I also got just some more charms. These big charms are what's in right now too. So I had to make sure that I had a bunch of these. And these are all in gold. I need to get some silver ones, but look at how pretty these ones are. See, I'd wear these, honey. Boom. Oh, that one's really pretty. Super cute, super cute. So I got those. Okay, and moving on, I got something new. Now, these are basically, let me see where my, okay, these are basically jelly nail polishes. And I always, like, I'm telling y'all, I always just rig up some stuff, but I'm gonna quit doing that. And the reason why I say that is because no one really hardly gets jelly nails here in my salon. And if they do, I'll just take some clear and add some gel polish to it, and boom, you have a jelly. Or if it's done with acrylic, you can just dilute it with clear. Boom, you got a jelly. But like I said, I'm gonna quit rigging stuff. And so I just bought some. So let's see. These are from Beetles. And nail art like this, I feel like it doesn't have to be like that expensive stuff. You can just get Now see what I'm saying, Amazon? Look at that. That is unacceptable. I guess that's what you get for getting the not expensive stuff. They want to act brand new. Ooh, child. And that looks gunky. Ooh. But these are supposed to be jelly polishes. Let me check the other ones. I don't like how that green looks. Okay, that one looks better. Something's wrong with that green. I'll swatch it and we'll see. See, I'm trying to do right and not be rigging stuff and making my own little jellies, and then I order some and this is what happens. If y'all can see this, my little hand, you know what's happening up here. My head is just going back and forth because it's unacceptable, honey. This one looks good. Okay. This one looks good. And I'm talking about the consistency. That one looks good. Ooh, I mean, that green really made a mess. All on my pink. Okay, that one looks good. Let's swatch some of these. Okay, let's see. Let's try the pink. Gross. All right. All right, that's not bad. Applies easy. I wish it was a little bit more, I guess neon is the word that I'm looking for, but it's not bad. Maybe another coat, but I mean, you want it sheer, so. Okay, let's see what this green is talking about. It done just died. Look at that. Look at, I don't even think that's gonna apply. Maybe I can put some nail polish thinner in it and it'll be all right. Let's see. Look at that. Not even cool, man. Y'all think I should put some nail polish thinner in it or what? Look at all them streaks in there. I mean, it's self-leveling, but not as good. I don't know. I want to put some nail polish thinner in it, but I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up. Look at me. Guess I'll do another swatch. Ooh, I'll just leave it and worry about it another day before I start messing stuff up. Let's try this one, because I mean, you're supposed to be neon, correcto? Let's see if you are, or if these are lies, beetles. Now, why y'all doing me like this? Okay. Not bad. I wish it was more neon, but I mean, it'll do for what I'm trying to put down. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a jelly set, honey. Nobody ever gets that, and I'm like, why? But I'll do one, so there you go. Those are not bad. Let's see. Here's my pink all cured. Oh, that pink looks good. Let me see how it looks with a second coat. There we go. Second coat. Oh, yeah. I like that. Okay. So, these aren't bad. We just had a little situation with one of them. But, I mean, these, I think this little set was maybe $10. So, I mean, you can't beat that. There's no real harm in having to rig one for $10. Let me clean it off. Okay, so that completes this video. Like I said, this was just some of the things that I continue to repurchase. Another one that I didn't mention is my clear. I use Mia's Secret, and I buy the big one of those because, honey, we can't be doing no plain. We can't run out of that, okay? And also your monomer. I remember I told y'all that I was having a hard time getting monomer, but I just started getting it off eBay because I don't have no time to play about that either. I need the gallon size and I need it when I need it, okay? Another thing that I needed to mention to y'all was the white sanding band, Zebra. Now, this is very important. I don't know how I forgot about this because I use these to flush out my cuticle area every single time. And these are just fine. And yeah, I have to have these. So I have a ton of white Zebra sanding bands. Always. And pretty much that's it. I guess your dehydrator, your spoiled you. Your dehydrator and your primer, you have to keep purchasing too. And I just use the Mia Secret. I just stay with what I know. But pretty much that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in another video. Bye.